Hi everyone, this is Kelly and welcome to Books I'm Not Reading. And I thought I'd just give you a little taste of what autumn in the Rockies is like. So, alright, let's go back inside.
Welcome back inside. Yes, we really did get that much snow. That was filmed yesterday. And tomorrow, Tuesday, not only is our low temperature supposed to be a record low, but our high is also supposed to be a record low high. Does that make any sense? Probably not, because I'm filming this at a time of day when I'm normally completely wiped out. But I'm here to do my victober wrap up and share some bookish chat with you. The first thing I wanted to say is welcome to those of you who are new, and I'm really curious as to how you found out about my channel. If it was just because you subscribe to everything for a month that says #victober, I don't know. I do read Victorian books the rest of the year as well, so there's no need for you to leave once Victober passes. But yeah, welcome so much. And to those of you who've been here a while, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. So, all right, so Victober. I did not participate last year because I've really, over several years, kind of trained myself to read mysteries during, oh God, I'm all sniffly, I'm sorry, to read mysteries during October. And so switching gears, I had some challenges with that. Although I did find The Haunted Hotel by Wilkie Collins, and I was like, hey, like, look at the back of that. Look, Horror Lies Waiting. So I thought I would give that a go. So I only read 2 books related to Victober this month. There was so much more I wanted to do, you guys, and I hope to be able to do it next year. But I have to say, like, when I first became part of the BookTube community, I thought it was really like fascinating, these month-long events. Like nobody needs to really persuade me to read Victorian literature, with a few exceptions, but we're not going to talk about them. They're in the past. I know how devoted you are to those authors and this book, so I'm not even we won't even bring it up. But yeah, like I already have a buddy read plan for March of the Mammoths of David Copperfield. So I'm really excited about that. And then this last year, Jane Austen July, which I missed again. So I've missed Jane Austen July 2 years in a row. Please, ladies, please have it again next year so that I can participate. But I remember reading the prompts, and one of the prompts was something like, watch a film adaptation of the books. Maybe it was like a modern, set in a modern setting or something like that. And I was like, I'm so confused. Like, doesn't everybody watch Jane Austen like movies all the time? I do. And the same is true for some of my favorite Victorian novels, as well as the adaptations that came with them. I absolutely love the Ruth Wilson, Toby Stephen adaptation of Jane Eyre. But, okay, to talk about the books that I actually did read this year. So we'll start with The Haunted Hotel. I have read The Woman in White, which I think by far, in a way, is Wilkie Collins' most famous book, or at least it's the one I made. Oh, there's The Moonstone as well. But this one was nice because it was a little bit shorter, and it's like this Horror Lies Waiting thing on the back. Like, that is so deceiving. If you ever are in a bookish event where you're supposed to read a horror book, like, read this, and you hate horror, like, then you can read this, because it's really, he removes you so much from the things that are truly scary. Because it's told, he does the thing where he uses lots of different narrators and perspectives, and there's letters and inquest kind of sorts of things, different characters visiting people who then, never appear again. And it's weird because there's parts of the book where you know that someplace else, something is going down, like something really, really scary is happening. And then, but you don't find out till like so far after the fact, and it's just a weird, it's just kind of a like, the book that it actually reminded me of, and I know this is gonna sound way, way off base, but the book that this actually reminded me of was World War Z. I can't even remember the author, I'm so sorry. But World War Z, it's like a zombie book, right? So, I mean, that should be scary. But instead it's all these like letters and academic papers and just like weird, like just people who are like so far removed from the actual scary part of it. And I just didn't get it at all. Anyway, so this one was kind of disappointing. But so it's like my second Wilkie Collins book. I'm kind of like, do I want to read anymore? Like, I don't know, because this one was a letdown. This should have been really exciting and scary, and it just, yeah, it wasn't. Oh, Blue is in the room. Hi, Blue. Hi. Got a kitty visit coming. All right. So the other book I read for Victober was A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. And there are certain authors that I have realized that I just trust them. So wherever they're going to take me, I am ready to go. And that is true with Charles Dickens. Even when there are, don't cry, sweetheart, we're talking about Dickens. Even when there are things in the book that, in a Dickens book that don't work very well, there are other things that are just usually like just so glorious. So, I mean, I just picked this up and had no, I think it was took me a little while to get back kind of into the groove. But this is actually the second Dickens book I've read this year, which is huge for me. I read The Old Curiosity Shop earlier this year with Joe Smith. Thank you, Joe. But yeah, so A Tale of Two Cities, French Revolution. I was right there. Now, the one thing about this book that's kind of a bummer is that I knew what the ending was. I have no spoilers in here, so I knew what was going to happen, which I think really makes you read the book differently. But, excuse me, I'm sorry, before my tea gets cold. However, there were still some absolutely fantastic scenes toward the end of the book. Just, I mean, amazing. So, like I said, when I pick up Dickens, I just put my trust in him that he is going to lead me along the way. And it's so funny because, I mean, the scene toward the end that I really loved that I was completely not expecting was a scene between two pretty minor characters. And, I mean, I try really hard not to swear on this channel, but it was so badass. It was just so great. I loved it. So that was like an unexpected joy of reading A Tale of Two Cities. So I really, really liked it. Yeah, so again, I don't need much persuasion to read Victorian literature, but it was really fun to be part of Victober this year because it is such a big event on BookTube. So definitely want to thank all the hosts of this event, and I truly, truly hope next year that I will be able to participate more fully in Victober and be in Jane Austen July as well. I wanted to talk to you just a little. I just have a few other things I also wanted to give a big shout out of congratulations to Jason from Old Blues Chapter and Verse, Lukash at Totally Pretentious, and Brian at Bookish, who have all surpassed 1,000 subscribers, and they all completely deserve it. And of course, Jason's my husband, so like I'm not gonna be, yeah. but I am really happy for Lukash and Brian. They consistently put out great content, and yeah, I think they're just great human beings. So I'm really happy for them. Jason is doing a giveaway. So if you're interested in a copy of The English Patient by Michael Onadachi, or The Collected Stories of Flannery O'Connor, head over to his channel and enter that. I also just want to do a quick mention of Cozy Reading Night, the fall Cozy Reading Night, although it's pretty much winter here. We will have no trick-or-treaters, even though I'm giving out bookmarks, right? Is that not the best thing to give out on Halloween? So, Friday, November 1st, is Cozy Reading Night, which is hosted by Lauren and the Books. And it just happens to work out that Jason and I can participate in that. So I'm really excited about it. And I will be reading from Kent Harriff's Eventide. So that's what I'll be reading for at least part of Cozy Reading Night. I hope I'm saying this right. Again, you guys, the brain, it's just like headed downhill so fast. Jason and I, though, we're gonna try. I don't know how we're gonna do this, but we're gonna try to shoot half of Cozy Reading Night on his channel and half of it on mine. So if you see like part 2, go and find part 1 on the other channel and then come back to that. So I'm not sure. We're sort of arguing over who should be part 1. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. So I will try to remember to put a link to the announcement of that down below. So again, thank you all for joining me. Those of you who are new, and again, those of you who have been here a while and know my wacky ways. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will talk to you soon, BookTube.